Alright, so we're gonna get started with the foundation. The foundation that I use is by Maybelline. It's up to 24 hours full coverage, and the shade that I use is 110 Porcelain. And how I like to apply this is with the Real Techniques blending sponge. Now this works amazing because I just do a bunch of dots on my face and then I blend it in evenly to create a flawless natural look. I also like to blend it in towards my neck and ears, that way my skin doesn't look uneven and patchy. So I really like to take my time and go ahead and kind of blend everything in so that everything blends in flawlessly, because you don't want any misplaces or anything like that. So I'm just going to continue doing that. So you can see I'm going on my ears, necks, etc. Because you want to have even skin. So alright, next up I use the Infallible Pro Sweep and Lock translucent powder by L'Oreal Paris. Now this powder, I use it in substitution to the Laura Mercier powder to set all my foundation so that it looks as matte as possible, and it also keeps it in place for the time being that I'm going to be wearing it on my face. So I just like to apply this all over my face, my neck, the ears, basically everywhere where I put the foundation. Alright, so I use the brush to apply my translucent powder in Eco Tools, and this is the sheer powder brush, and then I'm going to be applying my blush with a Real Techniques brush. As you can see, it's an angle multitask brush. I like to use this blush because it's so good. And then the blush that itself that I'm going to be using is the Milani Baked Blush, and this is Luminoso in the shade 05. I like to apply this in the same angle that I like to apply my contour, because it makes it a more natural look. That way when I have to blend it, it just blends and gets together really well. The bronzer that I like to use is a Hula by Benefit, and I'm sure you guys have heard of this. It's amazing. And then I like to use the brush by Real Techniques. This is a stippling brush, but I like to use it for my bronzer. That way it has the perfect shape for it. So I just like to use it as my bronzer brush. I like to apply this on the outer of my foreheads, obviously we're right below the brush, and then I like to blend it in, of course, with the brush. So you're gonna see that in the video. Then I'm going in with the highlighter. The highlighter that I like to use is the Wet n Wild Megalo highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Megalo. So it's really, really good. It's so pigmented, and I applied it with the Real Techniques brush. It's called a Strobing Femme brush, but I actually like to use it for highlighting because it has, again, the perfect shape to grab the perfect amount of highlighter. So next up, we are going to go in with the brows. What I use for my brows is the Tattoo Studio Pomade. This is in the shade Deep Brown 380, and it's by Maybelline. It's amazing. I think it's totally a dupe for the Anastasia pomade. And the brush that I like to use to apply my brows is by Real Techniques, and it's a slanted brow brush. Now this brush is so good. What I like to do is I like to grab a little bit of the product and kind of just dab it off on the lid of the product, because a little goes a long way. So you don't want to over exaggerate your eyebrows because it will make your eyebrows look boxy. So you want to avoid that as much as possible. So I like to kind of like start off on the bottom of my eyebrow, and then I go straight up to the top. And I like to follow the same shape on my eyebrow house, because you don't want to overfill it because it will look dramatic, and people will be able to tell. So it's just not good. I just like to follow my own thing, especially when I'm just going to work. I don't like to try anything new. Next up, I'm going to be doing my lips. So for my lips, I like to first of all kind of outline them, And what I outline it with is a Rimmel London Long Lasting Finish, and this is in the shade 1000 Kisses. This does an amazing job highlighting like obviously the upper lip. It doesn't necessarily highlight it, but it definitely makes it pop out. Like, oh my god, when I apply this with my lip gloss and my lipstick, it's just beautiful on my lips. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow again the same natural lip shape that God gave me. That's the exact same procedure I'm going to be following. So next. Okay, so right after the lip liner, I like to go in with my matte lipstick. This is by Milani, and it's in the shade 61, and it's called the Matte Naked. Now this goes perfectly with the lip liner. It just blends in beautifully. It makes your lips more plumpier than they are, and I think it's like the perfect duo. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Next up, I'm going to go in with the eyeliner. Now this eyeliner is a black eyeliner that I use for the bottom of my lashes. It's called Exaggerate. It's a waterproof eyeliner by Rimmel London, and I use the shade 26 Noir, I think it's called. So next up, after that, I use the Rimmel London mascara. It's called Wonder Lash, and I just like to apply a little bit on my upper lashes and bottom lashes just so I can look more awake, because I'm not going to be doing any falsies or any eyeshadow, so this adds a little bit of pop to my eyes. Alright guys, so that completes the look. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and leave comments down below of what videos you would like to see next. Let me know if you like this look. This is my personal everyday look, so I hope you enjoyed it. I forgot to film an intro, so I'm really sorry about that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!